What's up, LGU? This is your boy Opportunist, and today I've got a game of Domination for you guys on Scrapyard. And as you can see, I'm using the intervention. I'm using Sleight of Hand, Stocking Power, Steady Aim. I usually use Ninja, but I just felt like using Steady Aim for some reason. I don't really know why. So today I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit about myself, because I know I'm new to LGU and everything, and this is actually my first video, so I don't know, hopefully it'll go up. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about a little bit about myself and how I like to play, and then I want to go into my looks on how like sniping and quickscoping can actually be a helpful part of the team. You know, some people think that it's a complete waste of time and you can't really help your team like that and all that, but I want to go on my looks about it and how I think it should be played. So first of all, my gamer tag is Opportunist, and but my real name is Colby, so whatever you guys want to call me is fine. And I've recently started uploading videos, and I actually just got my PVR yesterday, so I'm pretty excited about that. And this will be my second commentary ever with it. And the way I like to play my games is I like to play to win. And you guys will probably catch on to that pretty quick. I like to play to win. I like to go for the objectives, and especially in Domination, I like to capture flags. In this game, I do a lot more keeping them out of our spawn than anything. As you see right there, I went straight back to our spawn when I saw that there was people in it. And this right here is a good example of being smart, playing smart, getting behind your enemy when they don't know where the heck you're going because they're not smart enough to think about it. And yeah, so to make sure, that's a good way to keep or to play offensively, especially when you don't have a good primary weapon, or a good close quarters primary weapon, I should say. And as you see, I pulled out the Rafficas right there and did work in our spawn. So I'll talk about a little bit about that later. But yeah, I like to play aggressively. I don't worry too much about my kill-death ratio. I like to go for the win rather than kill-death ratio. So you guys will see that a lot if you like my videos. You'll see me playing. I mean, my KD won't be amazing, but we'll always. I mean, I'll never post a game where we lose, ever. So yeah. Now I want to talk about a little about sniping in general. Personally, I like to run around with a sniper. I'm not the greatest at it. I mean, I'm not bad, but I'm not the best by any means. So I always like to have a good secondary, because that's extremely important, especially for me. Whenever I'm in close quarters combat, I'm not going to try and quick scope or no scope because I'm not that good at it. So I always like to have a good secondary, and I always like to use that secondary. I don't like to let it sit there. If I'm ever in a building or in any sort of close quarters combat, I'll pull out my secondaries no matter what. Like even if I don't know if I have time to pull them out, I'll usually try. And right there, obviously I didn't even have a chance because he came around the corner and I just wasn't ready for him. So, but I mean, the way I look at it, some people think that sniping is a complete waste of time, but I think it can be very helpful to your team because one, you do have a long-range aspect. You can see people on flags from a long distance away, or the bombs, or whatever you're playing, depending on what game type you're playing. You can see them from long distances away, and you can take them out fairly easily. Some people think that it's a downside because you can't actually capture flags or anything like that. They may, because a lot of people like to camp in buildings and stuff, which is fine. I mean, if you can protect a flag for your team, maybe from a building, I completely think that's perfectly fine. But if you're one of those people that likes to stay in a building that's nowhere close to the action and go 6-0 in a game, and that's all you do, I don't personally like when people do that. I never do it with a sniper, and I really don't like when people play like that, because it really does hurt your team, and they may not realize it at the time, but it really does. Being down a member, being down a teammate. So if you're, like I said, if I'm sniping, I like to be in the action. I use my secondary. I don't try to quickscope or anything like that, because if I pull up my secondary, I know I'm going to be a lot better help of my team than if I try to go around and quickscope and die a lot. So I mean, like I said, I'm actually using my intervention, but I should have said that I'm using my Rafficas, because I think I get a lot more kills with them than I do my sniper this game, and that's just because this map is so small in close quarters that I didn't want to use my sniper. So, I mean, that's kind of how I like to, that's kind of like what I like to tell people is, I think it's perfectly fine if you want to snipe, but I think you need to use your secondary, and you need to, you need to use it when you can't kill them with a sniper. So, but, you've got these people out here that, they try to quickscope when they turn a corner and see somebody. Instead of pulling out their secondary and killing them, they'll miss and they'll get killed, and it hurts your team. So I always pull out my secondary when I'm in a close quarter situation, and yeah. So that's enough talk about how I like to play. But leave me some comments, guys, on your views on sniping. On if you like to stay back with claymores and camp a certain area, like a certain objective. That's fine. Just let me know. Let me know what you guys like to do, because, like I said, personally, I like to be in the action. I like to rush and use my secondary. So, let me know what you guys like to do. I'd really like to know. So, yeah. So now, a little bit about the gameplay. Right now, we were pretty much swapping flags the entire game, it seemed like. I don't know why, but we just could not hold a set 2 flags. And if you guys have been paying any attention to the gameplay, I'm sure you guys have noticed that we've been constantly losing and capping flags, which isn't a perfect a perfect game of domination, because you really should. In domination, a perfect game of domination, you cap 2 flags in the beginning of the game and you hold them through the entire game. And that's not that hard to do, but this map is very small and triangular, so it is a little bit harder than on a map such as High Rise, where everything's linear and you can get a spawn camp going very easily. You guys probably all know all about the linear and triangular maps, so I'm not going to explain all that. But basically, it's really hard to get a spawn camp going on this map. It is possible, but very difficult, because you have to have full coordination of your team, and in this case, it was only 3 of my friends playing in a 6-man team, so we really couldn't coordinate the other 3 guys on our team, and we didn't even try. So we just basically, when we lost a flag, we went and capped another one. And we do dominate them here in a little bit. Here, pretty quick, actually, I think. We dominate them for a little bit, then we end up losing it, and we just take the win at the end of the game. We don't even try to cap any more flags. Right there, you saw me quickscope that guy. That's probably about the limit of my quickscoping ability. I've been sniping for a long time, and I used to be pretty good at it, but me and my friends have recently started up a game battles team, and I've been trying to play a little bit more aggressive with really good weapons, such as the FAMAS, or the ACR, the SCAR, the TAR, and all those kind of good weapons. So I haven't been sniping as much, so I'm a little rusty, and this is actually my second game of the day with a sniper. So I wasn't really on my game, but I ended up doing pretty good with the Rafficas, so I thought it'd be a good example of how I like to use my secondaries, and hopefully you guys will, maybe you guys will learn a little bit on how you should play with a sniper and use your secondaries and everything. Right here, I get stuck in the face, and it kind of made me mad, but there's nothing really you can do about it. I probably should have pulled out my Rafficas and gone around behind him instead of trying to poke out again, but that's just my mistake. So, yeah, there's a minute and a half left in the game. So, I hope you guys enjoy my video. I hope to be posting on LGU for a long time from now. I want to see this channel grow. I want to see it get much bigger, because I know that it deserves, with all the content they post and the good content and all the good directors and stuff they have, this channel deserves a lot more subs than it has right now. And it's been growing at a pretty steady pace, but I hope to see it get extremely big here in the near future. So, make sure to comment and rate it what you guys think I deserve, and subscribe to me if you guys like it, and I'll let you guys watch the end of this game, and I hope you guys learned a little bit on how I like to play, and a little bit about how to play with a sniper and all that stuff. So I'll talk to you guys later.
UAV online. Target neutralized. UAV online. Friendly Harriers inbound. Friendly airstrike inbound. Losing Bravo. Mission accomplished. Good work.